Lost World is surprisingly dull.
Yeah, the dinosaur scenes are. I personally found the dinosaur scenes pretty cool in Rebirth. The Mosasaurus chase scene, the dinosaur wrath scene, the entire ending scene, the Quadrillo scene. It's just awesome action scenes. Now, the Lost World is honestly not really something I'm very much into. There are still some really cool scenes in this movie. Don't get me wrong. The driving over the trailer sequence get pushed over a cliff with Eddie Carr's death was pretty gruesome. Uh, the dinosaur, the T-Rex invading the camp, and the dinosaur in Manhattan, which was dumb, but you know what? It's funny. Yeah. Ian Malcolm's back as the main character, and he basically carries the whole movie. But his wife and daughter are a little bit annoying. That's mainly the thing. And Kelly's scene where she like acrobatic kicks the Velociraptor out the window. It was too goofy for me. Also, the tall grass seems pretty cool. But the main issue, like I overall had with the movie, it just felt like Ian Malcolm was the only character that was really good in this movie to me. Like I don't really the side character. The side character is probably the most forgettable entire franchise besides Eddie Carr, but that's mostly because of his death scene. Hmm. I mean, the main character is probably the most forgettable entire franchise besides Ian Malcolm and Eddie Carr, but it's more because of Eddie Carr's death than his actual character. It just has some pretty cool action scenes, but when your cast is just the most forgettable, well, entire franchise it gets it just makes me not like care that much. Death scenes, they're okay. Eh. Death scenes, they're nicely shot. The directing overall is good, but this movie is just not something I look back to on a lot. That I don't really want to watch this movie compared to other movies. Ian Malcolm carries the movie on the back, his back, and it has some really cool scenes, but I just find it, I just don't in terms of like the movies. This one's probably the most forgettable. It's a number 5 for me. It's just not. It's just it has cool scenes, but it's for almost an EO outcomes cool. Everything's good, but everything else is forgettable.
Greatly misses the presence of Dr. Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. Yes, the T-Rex bus scene is a highlight, but a lot of this just feels like a lesser rehash of the first.
Yeah, but
Jurassic Park 3 is definitely overrated. It's good to see Dr.
Yeah, the Jurassic Park, and honestly, Peter Lewis as villain Lost World is just kind of bland. And I do like the concept of like them hunting capturing dinosaurs, human greed kind of thing. But now Jurassic Park 3, the Lost World's number 5. Now Jurassic Park 3 is honestly I'm at number 4 for me, just under Rebirth. It's just that this movie's very overhated. I think. Honestly, this has and it gets that it's mostly just dinosaur chase scenes after dinosaur chase scenes. But the movie over general, it's just good. It's just okayly good, really. It's just good, The Kirby's are annoying. Let's get that out of the way. The adults are at least. The parental squabbles get a little annoying. I didn't find them as annoying as other people. There's definitely some scenes where I felt like, okay, these guys need to be quiet now. And in terms of like the themes of greed in this movie, I guess it's through Alan Grant, because the entire reason he came to this island was because of a money reward. And him choosing the lie, eventually going him to choose the lies of the Kirbys over the money. He is part of it, and the Kirbys coming back together is okay. I think it's just every character arc is just fine. All the main characters really live, including Billy, who had his like redemption arc where he sacrificed himself. Okay, and there's a lot of cool scenes in this movie. Things like this plane crash. Yeah, nothing. Like the plane crash scene. Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the camera.
Oh. Are you making a video?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of cool scenes in this movie, like the plane crash scene with the Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is also a pretty cool antagonist, and it's probably the only movie in the entire franchise not having an antagonist.
Jack's making a video.
And honestly, every scene with Spinosaurus is good. From the plane crash scene to where it takes the T-Rex to like where it crashes the gate, and the river scene where the boat scene. And honestly, one of my favorite scene in the movie, the birdcage scene. Oh, is great. Directing is also really well. Although overall, it's number 4 for me.
Grant back in the pterodactyl action in the third act is sick. However, some of the most irritating characters in the entire franchise are in this movie. But it's short and sweet, only an hour and a half. Jurassic World's a pretty fun return for this franchise.
Now, as for Jurassic World, it is a number 2 for me. It's a number 2. Owen Grady is honestly cool, but he doesn't really have a character arc, and it's kind of a Gary Stu. And honestly, like in the first Jurassic World trilogy, I feel like it was mostly adding unnecessary elements to the plot to make it more complex. And I think the reason Rebirth was very safe is because the unnecessary complications to the plot that the original World trilogy had. Like Claire having a romance with Owen just kind of felt unnecessary. I mean, like, did it really need to happen? But and then with in terms of like Vic Hoskins was such an unnecessary role. Vic Hoskins was main unnecessary thing about this movie was kind of Claire and Owen's romance is because it's very generic and honestly didn't really need to happen in this movie. Just felt forced. And Claire does have a solid character arc in this movie of valuing the life of her own family over her work. And another thing was kind of the parents' divorce being mentioned because it played nothing, really. Gray and Zach were pretty good kid characters. Probably some of the best in the entire franchise. Zara's death was very brutal. Vic Hoskins was a terrible villain. And it was also really cool to see like the park actually like open and functioning. That was a cool thing. Because what I wanted from Dominion was to see dinosaurs roaming the earth instead of this blood plot. But in Jurassic World, we actually got to see like dinosaurs on the park actually running, which was cool. Got to see a bunch of cool scenes in it. Honestly, I was happy with it overall.
Motorcycles are riding alongside raptors. It's undeniable. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard make the movie more enjoyable than it should be, and entertaining enough time. However, Jurassic Park, the original, is in a league.
Yeah, there's no question. Jurassic Park is just nothing beats the original Jurassic Park. I enjoy some of the sequels, but there's nothing that beats the original. Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm, top tier characters in the entire franchise. Tim and Lexi were best characters. And and this movie would not be as good as it would be without John Hammond. He didn't do this for money. He didn't do this to play God. He didn't do this for military purposes. He just wanted to make something for people to look at and just say, wow. And his character arc of fully accepting his dream as completely dangerous and abandoning it for the best of mankind. That's cool. That's good. And the side characters in the movie are honestly very good. Robert Muldoon is a pretty good side character. John Arnold, he's also a pretty good side character, but he's actually a bit bland. The only thing people remember from him for is hold on to your butts. Gennaro is kind of a nothing character, honestly, and Dennis Nedry is probably is one of the most iconic antagonists in the series, just because his greed was so powerful that he engaged with everyone around him just to get money for the dino DNA. That's cool. And this has so many iconic moments. I mean, so many. That T-Rex breaking out of its pen scene is just... Mwah! Nedry's death scene. Bro. Oh, that was cool. Not as cool as the dinosaur bringing out his pen. The raptors in the kitchen. And the electric fence scene. Oh my god, it's so good. Clever girl. The whole end scene. In the opening scene, dude, the T-Rex car chase. And the direction of the movie is just perfect. Rebirth and the original probably have the best directing. I'll just say that. But anyway, in terms of my this, number 7, Fallen Kingdom, 6, Dominion, 5, The Lost World, 4, 3, 3, Rebirth, 2, World, and 1, the original. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, notification bells for my future videos. Without further ado, bye-bye!